You're cheeky. Are you gonna put it back in? Guys, he literally has just opened the drawer and pulled out all my undies. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. Alright guys, I just thought I would like fill you in if you are new here, and if you're interested in cloth napping, or if you do cloth napping, I thought I would give you a little bit of an insight of what it's like. Don't get me wrong, it's easy, but it does get repetitious and tedious. But every time I'm folding like a cloth nappy load, like washing it, not a problem, but it's the folding and the hanging out that really gets me. And I guess you can always use a dryer, but in our household we choose not to use a dryer. We're going on almost 2 years of cloth napping pretty exclusively. We've had our moments where we've did like half and half, so disposable when we go out and at night time, but we've also had our moments where we've just exclusively cloth napped. So we're pretty much exclusively cloth napping. Well, yeah, we are now that he's 2, but he does wear disposables at his grandparents because it's just easier for them. They did do the cloth nappies with us, but they just like choose to buy their own nappies, so yeah, whatever suits them. I don't mind. But yeah, I'll just give you a little bit of the pros and the cons. Is that Thomas's friend? So let's start with the pros first, because there are some amazing Thomas, yeah. There are some amazing benefits from cloth napping, and that's Birdie. That's right. So obviously the biggest one for us is bus is like finances. We save, I think it's like over the lifetime of our infant wearing nappies, we would save $3,500 per child, which is astronomical. I am just like, that figure alone has it sold me from the beginning. And also we're doing great for the environment as well. That's another like major contribution that I really value when I do cloth nappies. And yes, it does use water and electricity, but when you think about a disposable nappy, it takes like 500 years to break down, and they're disgusting. I don't know, like I think they're disposable nappies are just really gross and dirty. Like I don't mind cleaning up a cloth nappy, but when there's like a poopy disposable, it's just gross. It smells more. Disposable weeds in disposable nappies also smell more. It's just really strange. I don't know, I think it's the chemicals. And speaking about chemicals, and like there's a lot of controversy about this, but oh no, it's broken. I told him to go, oh no, it's so funny. And yeah, there's a lot of controversy about this, but we try in our household to live as toxic free as possible, and because obviously you can't control the environment around you, and you're always like subjected to toxicity. So in our household we try to do things as natural as possible, and to me like disposable nappies, just like they're bleached, they're full of chemicals, and yes, you can get the organic ones and the natural ones, but they are so expensive. At least like with the cloth nappies, you can pick a more natural one that's better for like your health and the environment, and you have a lot more control over cloth napping. Also, cloth nappy bums are so cute. Let's just like, I just love the cloth nappy booty. It's so cute. So there's a lot of like aesthetics about it too. But some of the cons with cloth napping, and don't get me wrong, that's like anything that you long-term commit to. You have to deal with the poop, and depending on the poop, it can get really bad. Breastfed poop, you can just chuck in the wash. Totally fine, can be washed. With solids, like once they start eating solids, then the poop gets nasty. I'm not gonna lie. And it did take me a good, I'm gonna say a good few months to get used to cleaning up the poo. And there's a range of ways you can do it. We get these, where are they? We actually get these disposable liners and we line them in our nappies, and it catches the poo, and you can chuck them out if you have like a pooping nappy, or you can re-wash it if it's just a wee, like this one, it's been washed. And they cost $2 for 200, and honestly that lasts me 6 months because we literally reuse them unless they have a poop. That's obviously one downside to cloth nappies. The poops can get bad. Another downside is you can't let the nappies sit. You have to clean them max every 3 days. Otherwise they can get an ammonia smell, and it can be like pretty like harmful to your baby. You do have to soak and sanitize them on a regular basis. I do bleach mine, but I wash it like 7 times just to make sure there's no chemicals left over, because you don't want to bleach the nappies and then wash them once and risk your baby getting chemically burned, just like any other thing when you're using bleach. And I also occasionally put my nappies on a 90-degree cycle. Now there's like I could make a whole video about this because there's a variety of different things that you can and can't do. For example, you can't put the shells on a 90-degree cycle, but we use these like terry towels as pre-folds, and they can go on 90 degrees because they're literally just cotton. It's like a towel. There's a whole heap of different like range of nappies that you can use. This is a pocket nappy, which is basically like a normal nappy besides the point that you can stuff it. And then these are the, I can't remember what they're called. They're like a shell, and you stuff the outside, so you can do like the microfiber and the towel part. And then we even do like this bamboo booster. These can be a little bit confusing, especially for people who aren't used to them, whereas the pocket nappies, they're just like a regular nappy, so they're a little bit more better for people who aren't experienced. I always use the pocket nappy for the grandparents. I actually prefer these nappies because 1, they dry faster because there's not as many layers, and 2, they clean better. So I can chuck the inserts on a 90-degree cycle, but I can't chuck this lining in a 90-degree cycle. I have to soak it. So it's just a preference, and there's a whole heap of other ones. There's like all-in-ones where it's exactly like almost replica to a disposable, but they're very thick and you don't have to do any prepping. However, they take longer to dry. So yeah, that's just like my little cloth nappy insight. If you do want to know more about it, definitely let me know, and I'll like make a whole video on it, because now that I've come up to 2 years, almost 2 years of cloth napping, I'm pretty confident with how to cloth nappy, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm gonna finish these cloth nappies because that's just what we're doing with our life.